Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hotline Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1995 Nissan 300ZX 2-seater. You ever wondered why I've stopped referring to the Fair Lady Zs as 300ZXs? This is why, because for whatever reason, thanks to the GT2 Plus mod, they have 300ZXs and Fair Lady Zs. These are apparently cars from the PAL region. What's the difference between these and the normal ones? I actually don't know. I think the design's a little bit different. I think that little strip on the bumper on the 94 cars isn't colour-coded, and on this it is. I don't know what the difference is. I genuinely don't. But either way, statistically this is identical to, or at least as far as I can work out, maybe the weight's different, I don't know. This is identical to the version S cars. So this has 399 horsepower, 1,272 kilos of weight. Yeah, so this isn't going to get confusing at all, having 300ZXs and Fair Lady Zs, but here we go. This car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5 RS. That set a time of a 27.806. This isn't likely to beat that. Now, in theory, where's the version S? Version S 2x2, admittedly that does way more than this, set of 31.650. We had the twin turbo car go around, that was a 31.2. And we had a naturally aspirated 98 car with racing mod, and that set of 13.9. Now, I should mention with the naturally aspirated version S 2x2, that car was one of the very first to go around this track, so I'm expecting this to be quicker than that. I don't expect this to be quicker than the twin turbo car, but I could be wrong potentially. 31.2, I am wrong. Okay, the twin turbo car, in case you was wondering, that had like 669 horsepower, but was undrivable. So that's why this. Oh wait, no, this hasn't beaten the twin turbo car. It almost has, and it will probably beat it, but still, it hasn't. It's in one look. I do think 300ZX looks good in white. I'll be honest. I'm also happy I can stop referring to this as the Fair Lady Z, because for me this is the 300ZX. That's just what I know it as. But no, I think a white 300ZX. I've never thought about the 300ZX in white. It's usually red's the colour I associate with this car. Not so much in this game, because this game opens up the, I don't know, I had like brain damage through that corner, I apologise. Yeah, this game opens me up to the wonderful world of the Japanese colours, and believe me, there's far more exciting colours for this car than red. You can get like yellows and greens and purples, but I mean, that might be purely due to the Top Gear episode where they bought those 1,500 quid coupes, and one of them was a 300ZX. Which, to be fair, that was a twin turbo as well, and that was 1,500 quid back in the day. What were we all doing? I mean, I couldn't drive, so that's my excuse, but if you're older than me, what was your excuse to not buy a 300ZX twin turbo when they were 1,500 quid? Because I bet they don't cost that now. Don't get me wrong, these cars don't have Fast and Furious taps, but they're probably not far off, because Nissan Coupe from the 90s. 31.091. I got a bit ahead of myself there. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it out of the lap time for this. It drives alright. Like I say, I just don't know what the difference between... Like I say, I think it's the model year, because this is a 95 and the other one's a 94. But I don't know what that gets you or what it doesn't get you, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, either way. That's the car, that's the time, 31.091. Pretty average, to be honest with you. That's how I'd describe it. It basically went exactly where it should have done. So, that's always a bonus when a car does what it's supposed to do and doesn't, like, completely freak me out with how quick it is. But there's me having a stroke through that corner. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, it's a good looking car in white, it really is. Anyways, yeah, 31.091. Apparently that last lap was quicker apart from the first sector, which is interesting, but not by much. Yeah, again, it's about what I'd expect. 31.091. I'm doing well in this episode. Puts it into 94th place. It goes between the Mazda Savannah RX-7 Cabriolet and the Tom's T111. It is slightly quicker than an R33 rear-wheel drive Skyline, quicker than the Mazda Roadster VS, quicker than the twin-turbo version. Oh, well, not the twin-turbo version of this car because it's a 300ZX, but the twin-turbo Fair Lady thing. But again, this is more drivable than that is, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, good. Again, I don't know what reason this car has to exist, but good. Also, in case you're wondering how many 300ZXs we've got to cover, there's the 2-seater, the 2+2 and the turbo, so don't worry, there's not loads of these, there's only 3 of them. Although that does mean we're going to have to drive 3 basically identical cars to cars we've already driven. But anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and join me next time when I'll be driving something that isn't just this car with a name change. I promise the next car won't be a Fairlady /300. Until then, farewell.